This man throws up on me as soon as we get out the Uber. Back to my channel, Vlogs by S. So I started this video with my glasses on because I just love the way they look with this outfit. This is like a nerdy sweater, and I think it goes with my glasses cute, but I hate the glare, so I'm gonna take them off. And as you can tell from this title, what this video is about. Ooh, King. Say hey. Say hey. He's still not all the way there. But yeah, we can go ahead and get into this story time, y'all. So story time begins when me and my roommate, we went to Hot and Juicy, the crab places up here in the DMV. And we left King and Nix. Nix is my roommate's dog. We left them in the living room. And she left her door open so Nix could get his food and water. But I kept my door closed and I had King's food and water like out in the front in the living room area. So we went to go get food. We come back, y'all. And at first, I don't notice it, right? Like at first, everything's fine. Like we're cool, okay? Somebody pooped by the door, somebody peed by the door. But that's it. Nothing's out of place. No, nothing, y'all. So while I look down, like he's on my knee. I look down, like probably like 30 minutes since we've been home. I look at him and his eyes are so swollen, y'all. So I'm gonna insert some pictures. Yes, y'all. His eyes are swollen. So I'm like, at first I thought Nick, because King and Nix be fighting all the time, and Nick's little teeth are sharp. So I'm like, what if Nix bit King in the eye? And I'm like, no, because it's both of his eyes are swollen. So I'm like, what could have happened? And so I'm like, this man must have eaten something. Like at this point, I'm starting to get nervous. I'm starting to get scared because his eyes are swollen. He's just laying there. Him and Nix aren't playing no more, y'all. I'm finna get panicked. So we sitting there. So I look up what to do, and it said to give him, well, initially it said go to the vet, but it also said that sometimes dogs get swollen eyes, and there's like sometimes it just happens, and it said you can give them half a Benadryl. So I went in my little bathroom, got me a little pill, and I crushed it up, and then I split it in half first with a knife, and then I crushed it up with a bottle, and then yeah, I gave him half of it, but at first he wouldn't eat it. So I just kind of smushed it on his nose. And if something's on his nose, he's going to lick it. So that happened. And he didn't really get too, like, sleepy like I thought he was. I thought he was just going to be slumped. But he really wasn't. And so I'm like, okay, I'm not going to take him to the vet yet. Because at 5 a.m. this morning, it was supposed to start snowing. And it was probably like, what, 12 o'clock. And I'm like, I really don't want to like go to the vet right now. So I'm like, okay, hopefully this Benadryl works. And so fast forward like 3 hours, I hear some gagging, like it's him like on the ground. Well, no, he was in my bed, so I let him sleep in my bed because he was sick, y'all. So I hear some gagging, so I try to hurry up and get him off my bed before he throws up. Don't make it. He throws up on my bed. So I put him down. I put him down in his little cage, in his little bed, and I started cleaning my bed, change the sheets or whatever. And so I hear him still gagging. So now at this point, I'm getting scared. I call my mom, like, Mom, King's throwing up. Like, I don't know what to do. She's like, you need to go to the vet. I'm like, I'm scared. Like, what do I do? What do I do? And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wake up early and I'm gonna check on him, see like how he's doing. So I set an alarm for 5 o'clock in the morning, and it was like 4 something. And this man, like, it was like close to the time that my alarm was about to go off. It was like late 4 something. And I hear him gagging, and it woke me up out my sleep. I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? This man is throwing up. So this is like his 3rd time throwing up at this point, y'all. His eyes still swollen, even with the Benadryl. So go back to sleep, wake up in the morning, and I'm like, okay, his eyes have gone down a little bit. I'm like, okay, maybe it's cool. Like, we don't need to go to the we don't need to go to the vet. His eyes are going down. He hasn't thrown up yet. As soon as I say that, this man throws up twice. So I'm like, okay, I can't do it no more. We got to go to the vet, y'all. We got to go to the vet. So I call an Uber. We go to the vet. It's an emergency hospital, Friendship Emergency Animal Hospital or something like that. Friendship Animal Hospital. Y'all, as soon as we, okay, keep in mind it's snowing at this point, y'all. The DC, DMV area, whatever, it's under a 3-day snowstorm warning, right? So it's snowing. That's the reason why I didn't drive. I got an Uber because it's snowing. This is incident number one. Mistake number one, getting this Uber. So we get out the Uber. This man throws up on me as soon as we get out the Uber. I'm thankful he didn't throw up in the Uber, but I mean, he really just chucked yellow liquid out as soon as we get out the out the Uber. And I have him in my little harness thing. I'll put a picture right there what it looks like. But yeah, so I'm like, oh my God. And so I go up, I read the sign on the door, and it's in one of the workers seen. She was like, are you here for an emergency? And I was like, yeah, he has swollen eyes, he's been throwing up. She's like, okay, call this number and check in. So you have to stand outside and call the number to check in, y'all. So I call the number, press 1 for emergency, and they're like, what seems to be the problem? I tell them he's what I just said, and they're like, okay, we'll have somebody to come get him in a minute. So y'all, this is where the story gets interesting. So she comes outside and she's like, okay, we're gonna go ahead and take him back now. We're really backed up, so it's probably gonna be an hour or so before he gets seen. So you can go wait in your car. Y'all know I took an Uber, right? My car is not there. It's snowing, it's cold, like it's literally freaking almost a blizzard. I'm exaggerating, but you get the picture. I'm like, I don't have a car. Well, I have a car, but I didn't drive here. I Ubered here. She's like, oh, well, there's a Dunkin' down the street and a Starbucks a little bit further than that. You can go sit in there until it's time for them to take him to the, like, it's time for you to pick him back up. I'm like, okay. And y'all, my phone, I woke up in my phone, like I can't send pictures. I'm trying to send pictures of the snow, trying to send pictures of the weather, can't do nothing. My phone is acting stupid. Like if I'm not connected to the Wi-Fi, I can't use my cellular data at this point. So I go outside like off the ramp. I'm still outside, like I started outside. You're not allowed inside the animal hospital. That's the whole issue at this point. So I'm walking trying to find the Dunkin'. I can't use maps because my phone, my like cellular data isn't working. I'm sitting here walking around looking stupid in the cold, King all in the warmth of the animal hospital, getting treated and whatnot. So I'm walking trying to find Dunkin', calling my parents, calling my boyfriend, y'all, like just sit here stressing. And I finally found the Dunkin', right? So there's a police officer in there, and I asked the police officer, I'm like, hi, excuse me, do you know if there's any like restaurants nearby that you can sit down at? Because I see the sign on the door in Dunkin' that says grab and go. So all the chairs and tables are pushed back. You can't even sit down. So the police officer asked the Dunkin' worker, and he was like, no, I actually don't know any places to sit down. Everybody's like grab and go, but there is this Mexican restaurant you can try that you may be able to sit down there, but it kind of just depends on the crowd. So I'm like, okay, some help you are. Anyway, order my coffee. I try to stand by the little counter while I'm waiting on my coffee, connect to the Wi-Fi, find out like what, like where I can go, you know, just trying to look, trying to send messages, all of this. And then I get my coffee and the guy goes, ma'am, I'm sorry, but you can't stay here, it's grab and go. So I'm like, okay, grab my coffee, leave, walk out, y'all. I'm still walking down the street. I find the Mexican restaurant, I go in there, and I'm like, hey, like, if I order food, can I sit down? She's like, yeah, there's only 2 tables. So I'm sitting here, still no word on King. The doctor ain't called. Oh, wait, y'all, pause. The doctor did call. Well, it was one of the nurse technicians or whatever. They called me, and they was like, the doctor's ready to speak with you. So I'm like, okay. She puts me on hold, comes back like 5 minutes later. Okay, the doctor's on call with another patient, so she's going to call you back in a couple minutes. Okay, like why didn't the doctor just call back when the doctor was ready? Anywho, I'm sitting in the Mexican restaurant waiting on word from King, and I'm eating this, it's a Mexican restaurant, and I got like fries with queso and chicken, whatever, waiting on King. I'm sitting here like calling my parents, panicking, like how am I gonna get home? I can't call an Uber, can't connect to the Wi-Fi, like I can't sit anywhere. I'm sitting here in this Mexican restaurant. I've been done eating 30 minutes ago. So I call my roommate and I tell her what happened. She's like, I'll come get you. Shout out to her, y'all. It's snowing. Her car is parked outside because she couldn't get a parking in the garage. So she has to walk down, get all the snow off her car. And I'm 30 minutes away, y'all. The animal hospital is 30 minutes away. So boom, boom, boom. It's been like 2 hours at this point. The doctor finally calls, and guess what he tells me, y'all? I mean, guess what she tells me? Oh, well, it seems that he's having an allergic reaction. Knew that. Okay, what else? Well, it's good that you've been giving him the Benadryl. You can keep doing that if you still see swelling. Okay, did that. And then she's like, we're gonna give him a nausea injection that should last for 24 hours, and you should try a bland diet, which I seen on the internet, and it was like boiled chicken and rice, just to like cleanse their palate or whatever. I'm not really sure what it's for. And then she's like, I noticed his stool is a little soft, so I'm gonna give him something for that. So I get 2 medications, y'all. Do you want to know how much this trip to the vet costed me? $279 just for them to tell me that he's gonna be fine. It was just an allergic reaction, and to keep giving him Benadryl and a nausea injection. Y'all, I was there from like 11 o'clock to 4, wandering in the snow in the Mexican restaurant, waiting on this guy. Y'all believe that? Like, this was the most bizarre, not the most bizarre experience of my life, but like, it was just day after day after day. I'm like, just get me home at this point. Like, I can't even enjoy the beauty of the snow because I'm sitting here stranded. But anyway, King is fine. As you can see, his eyes are no longer swollen. Still mad that this dude threw up on me and in my bed, but it'll rest stink. We ain't gonna talk about it. But yeah, that's how I was stranded in the snow with a sick dog. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. If you want to see more of Kingy Poo, let me know. Oh, Peep is Cuban, y'all. It ain't a real Cuban, but everybody don't know that. And his little hoodie, because it's cold out here, y'all. It's cold out here. Anyway, yeah, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and thank you guys for watching.